apparently we done fucked up. You remember originally in the baths when we could either speak to Constance about chilling in the bath for a while, letting it go, and then we reloaded and spoke about Istvan. We missed a secret sequence. We're gonna stick on what we did originally, but I want to see what that secret instance is, so we're gonna go into it anyway and just see what it is. What are you doing, Jan? Relaxing. Silly Jan, have you done what I asked of you? I have. I'm just taking a short break. There aren't any mistakes in my assignment, are there? Okay, so we either have a holopad with us, or we're a bit weird. There is no one who knows us who is getting through that blizzard. Incompetent Jan squandering time with a break. Are you proud of yourself? Let's hope it's not mental. Your work is insufficient. Better to realize your flaws than make a fool of yourself. Come look at this. Tell me what you could have done better. But I was about to go see Anna. I already said I'd go. Everyone else stopped inviting me because I never come. Idiot. What would you learn there, Jan? You don't know how to say no to people, do you? Silly child, useless as usual. You'll have time for pleasure when you've earned your place. Now give me this toy. I'm sorry, I'll do better, but please don't take Mr. Putty. We've gone into some weird shit, and I think I might have to stay on this route now. This is so much more interesting than those little things we found about Istvan. Mr. Putty, you're so childish for someone your age. Do the assignment again. I will. Will I get him back if I do well? I'm sure I'll do properly this time. Hopefully she's remembering something. You're not getting your toy back for doing something anyone else could, silly child. Mathematics is a reward all on its own. Yanni, I think you were dreaming. Yeah, that's fine. We can leave that alone. We were dreaming and having weird problems. Right, I'll see you in the future, back on the route we were originally on. I just wanted to see what happened. This is probably what you were expecting to see 2 minutes ago. Let's go on here. She was in the midst of telling us a story. Oh, it was a long time ago. My story is not nearly as interesting as yours. I have little to say about it. Looks like I found yet another victim of a terrible deal with the infamous bank. Excuse me for a second, I need to get some water. Whatever is in this bottle, it's nothing like the rum back home. Strange flavor too. How did they do that? Some herb, maybe? Where I'm come from, that herb is illegal. Oh, this is much better. What was I saying? You mentioned compacts, Doctor? Oh yeah, the bank thing. So how come you people don't rebel against it? You make it sound so very simple. Well, isn't it? I mean, how many guards can they throw at you? Are you simply too afraid to act? It's called rocking the boat. This isn't a topic I'm comfortable discussing with you. Oh, that's right. I'm comfortable to throw your clothes off and make passionate love on the bed, but as soon as it comes to secrets, it's different. Yeah, I can understand that. Come on, Constance, show some spirit. Where's your sense of Enough! I apologize, Doctor. You obviously meant no harm by asking, but it is a dangerous subject. Spirits, you're terrified. I wonder if they've got a hold over the magic barrier which is going around and that's why they can't. Signed by magic or blood or so. I've no idea. You would be scared as well if you knew half the things I do. There cannot and will not be a revolution in this city. Take it as a warning. What's happened to the gracious host? Happy to answer all my questions. If you truly want to end your adventure prematurely, go on and ask around about rebellion, but leave me out of it. I prefer to leave such foolish notions to Laura. Thanks, I'll remember that. Ah! There's that fucking crash again. Spirits, what was that? Are you okay, Constance? Yes, the quake caught me off guard. The noise came from the market. It was loud too. We better go see what happened. Yeah, random explosions are a bad thing. God, what's with the shaking? Look, the lantern has to switch to night mode. Something must be off with the system, but what? I don't know, but I have the feeling we'll find out soon enough. You might want to back away, just to be on the safe side. It feels like the entire city's about to fall apart. That's what earthquakes do feel like. That's a bad thing to see. That's about to explode. I hope you two have ran. Blue ethereal magic is definitely a bad thing to be seeing coming out of a lamp, right? Just I'm just making sure this is about... That just disintegrated. I'm hoping it broke and didn't just disintegrate. That's a bad thing. What in Kala was that? Oh no. Is everyone alright? What happened? The lights whatever. We're alright, there's been an explosion. One of the lampposts apparently malfunctioned. Gods, that was terrifying. Is it over? Noise and the shaking stopped immediately afterwards, so yes, I think I'd say it's over. Don't tempt fate like that! What's wrong with you? Yes, I think these massive, dangerous explosions are over. That means one's going to happen again. The lamp, it looks dead. Yeah. Well done. Not much slips past you, does it, Laura? God. She's the only one who wants to do a rebellion. I'm starting to suddenly think that might not be a good idea. Do things like this happen often here? Look at their faces. Look at everyone rushing to see what happened. Doesn't that look like it happens often here? Constance? I haven't seen anything like this before. Is anyone hurt? Any scratches or bruises? I feel faint, Doctor. You do look a bit shaken up. You were close to the explosion, so it's understandable. Don't worry, it'll pass. If you feel faint later, visit me and I'll give you something to soothe your nerves. Look at him, sweet talking his way into bed. Was what I would say, but we now know different. You're probably right. Thank you, Doctor. Please, it's Galen. So what exactly happened here? Well, what is there to tell? We heard what happened, so we can see its effects, Galen. Did anyone else see who did this? I can assure you that whoever is responsible for this was likely acting from a distance long before the actual event. That is, if there is a culprit at all. What do you mean by that? The city is old. Accidents like this are more likely to happen as technology ages. Yeah, but it's sort of magic, if you remember. I'm not sure magic wears off. I don't know. Laws might vary per world, but that isn't very reassuring. Though it does make me wonder how you came to know so much about the city's technology, Yanni. Galen's gonna get himself fucking shot if he keeps asking these sort of questions. That's not what I would ask, Doctor. I think I actually caught a glimpse of someone running away from the market when we got here. Someone? But there's hardly anyone left in the city. Interesting. Brief moments of heightened stress can make our minds play tricks on us. We shouldn't rely too much on our memories, Constance. Especially after we had that delicious brandy. So you didn't see anyone, Galen? Don't start rumors, Jesus! Galen is the type of person to read celebrity magazines, isn't he? Whenever at home between patients, he's just like flips through like OK magazine, Heat. Oh god, these pair got married. So you didn't see anyone, Galen? No, I didn't. I would still prefer to search the area and see if there are traces of anyone's presence. We should take care of the people at the inn first. You'll be needed there too in case something strange happens again. I think we should all go back to our business and act normal. We don't want to cause any panic. There was an earthquake! Were you not there? I think everyone has noticed at this point. Whatever the cause, be it sabotage or poor maintenance, the risk of another malfunction of this magnitude happening in the next few days is practically non-existent. I know this must have been traumatic for you all, but for the time being we should be safe. What makes you think that? The building pressure, which most likely caused the explosion, found a way out. Even if someone is purposefully unbalancing the current, it will take time to cause another incident. Unbalancing the current? What are you talking about? Does anyone know what she's talking about? Yanni is clearly an expert on the matter, so it seems reasonable to trust her words. What if Yanni's just making it up? Oh yes, and then Mr. Blobby comes along and slaps Barack Obama, and that's how we save the time machine and DeLorean. See, if you say something with enough conviction, people will believe you. For now, how do you know all of this? I'm beginning to think finding you in the middle of the icy desert was more than just luck. What else can you tell us? Not much right now. I'll examine the site tomorrow. The current is still too hot. Much too hot even to do this safely now. Also, I would prefer daylight for that. There's lights around. It's... Daylight? We don't have daylight here. I meant the artificial lighting. Do you think you'll be able to find and fix the cause of the malfunction? I don't really have much choice, do I? If the system fails during the true winter... Say yes! A yes would have helped. We're all going to die. Please don't panic. We all know what we have to do. Let's head back home and let Yanni work. Business as usual, people. I agree. Panic and paranoia are the last things we need right now. Actually, this gives me an idea. I was planning to hold a party to properly welcome our new colleagues. We've been here for weeks. How long do you need to plan? What, were you building all, like, snowmen to sit outside? What takes that long? Tomorrow seems like a very good time to do that. Finally, a party. That is very thoughtful of you, Constance. Oh, Constance, always the perfect hostess. I like the idea. Very well, I'll search the area. Laura, you'd better inform Mistvan about all this. Galen, you see what's going on at the inn. I'll go with you, Galen. I would like to invite everyone personally. Welcome to the Jewel of the North, city of parties and random explosions. I can't wait to tell the folks back home about this. Let's see if you make it first. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Chapter 2. I don't know how many chapters there are, but judging on the length, I'm going to assume 5. I don't know. Maybe someone who's completed the game can tell me how many chapters there are. Things were not looking up. I wonder how pointless his journal's going to be. Like, just after a major explosion which kills people, he just sits back in his journal and going, "Today wasn't one of my best." My worst suspicions received a tangible confirmation. The system was clearly unbalanced, possibly via intentional sabotage. What's worse, nobody in the city seemed to understand the gravity of the situation or its underlying implications. Well, in times of war and grave peril, people like to just believe that it's not as bad as, they think it is. Well, almost nobody. It was high time to have a few words with our mysterious doctor. Great. The two people I'm playing as distrust each other. Rightly so, but whatever. He's accusing us and we're accusing him. This is great. Ooh, another background. Everything's still very nice. There's mist outside, which is changing colour. Someone needs to stop playing a prank with the lamps. Anything else? The ropes are moving. Are these ropes? I don't know. Extra bedding if you unravel them. Hard to say. And all these things in the... I'm hoping this is my workshop and not your expertise. I'm also sort of hoping you don't, double up as a dentist. Let's not delay this any longer. It's high time we talked, Yanni. I agree. There's nothing like an explosion to raise questions. I have plenty, believe me. I'm glad we're on the same page then. Let me start. This has been bugging me since I found you in the snow, and you've really been dodgy about it. What exactly made you risk your life to get here? You don't strike me as the reckless type. Okay. Rule number 1 in visual novels. Number 1, lying leads to bad endings and deaths. There's a big overlap between those two. When you have a choice, tell the truth. Reckless? Far from it, but leaving this wonder of technology without proper oversight, now that would be reckless. We've been monitoring the city for centuries. Recently, we've detected some alarming anomalies. I'm here to investigate and fix them. Monitoring? Who are we exactly? I'm with the faculty. We constructed the city a long time ago and we're probably the only ones who can fix it if things go awry. Even Istvan recognizes that. How about we don't tell that girl from the tribes here? The one who outright resented people who built over it. Those people? Maybe we should not tell her that. Honestly, I thought you had figured that out already. Something tells me you know much more than you show. A secret society of technicians monitoring the Jewel of the North? Surprisingly, that makes sense. Well, I mean, it's so out there, why wouldn't you believe it? But why are you investigating Lev's disappearance? Is it connected to what's going on? I'm not entirely sure I know the answer to that myself. Truth. A part of the city's systems malfunctions and a person goes missing. It's only logical to assume these events are related. My job is to protect this place. After what happened yesterday, I must assume someone is intentionally sabotaging the system. Isn't that a bit too far-fetched? Only a complete madman would do that during the true winter. Oh, come on, Galen, you're not that dumb. A madman like Lev, he usually comes back, but this time he seems to have disappeared for good. Then one of the emergency vents bursts just a few days later. I guess it does seem fishy. There's still a chance these two events have absolutely no connection, but better safe than sorry. But why are you looking for Lev? I mean, we're not, are we? But we'll tell the truth. Because I like her more than I like him. He's a nosy little twat. She actually has a reason. He's just being a twat. I guess if I was going to do that, I should... Yanni should have lied to him, and he should have told the truth back. But we're telling the truth now, it's fine. It's fine! I too think there's more to his disappearance than meets the eye. Leaving the city isn't an option, which means he must still be around. My guess is he's found a place no one knows about. No surprise either, his quest for Kalar meant he searched every inch of the city. I'm sure he knows many of its secrets. Why would a doctor on a temporary contract care about things like that? He doesn't. Like, he doesn't. He actively didn't care. It's my job to prevent those secrets from becoming public knowledge. But as a doc, you can't pour medicine on a city to make it feel better. How is that your job? Whatever. I'm sure it's fine. It's fine. Who are you exactly? Ever heard of the Academy on the Isles? Maybe in Skyrim? The Magicians? That's what many call us, yes, but that's not important. What matters is that this city exists thanks to our craft. What, you too? Garland did say that, right? Yep. God damn it. Do you know how difficult it is to create a blooming garden in the middle of a frozen wasteland? I do, actually. You must have done your part badly, though. Your blooming garden has an unnerving tendency to explode. We'll have to spice our creations with a hint of chaos. I mean, this is a functioning... If that happens too many times, everyone here dies. I mean, there's good being spicy, but when you're essentially just like a foul sort of spicy, then you run into problems. This, however, wasn't planned. Something strange is going on here, and I was sent to prevent it from getting worse. It seems we have a common goal, at least. Let's not dwell on personal priorities. We should focus on the task at hand. We need to find Lev. Agreed. 2 amateur investigators are better than 1. Indeed, research shows interdisciplinary teams are much more efficient than separate individuals. Not to mention way more fun. And since we're pooling knowledge, look what I got from Slava. Whose notebook is it? It's a diary, it belongs to Lev, but I can't open it. It has a very complex log. Ah! Okay, so if I lied to him, he'd probably not believe me and never give me the journal. And he wouldn't know that I have the key. There you go! See, this is what telling the truth does, kids. It's always good, even though I'm probably going to be told that telling the truth is a bad idea. That's curious. I recognize the symbols on the cover. Really? Do you know what they mean? They're symbols. It's got to be like an emblem or a shield or something. I mean, come on, that doesn't mean, you know, we like cheese, does it? I have no idea. I do know how to open it, though. This may sound strange, but I think I have the matching key. Laura, of all people, gave it to me. Why would she give it to you? Never mind, let's open it. Because she loves me. Hopefully not. Alright, I'll give it a try. By the way, I hope it fits. This thing is booby-trapped, and I'd rather not be in range when you set it off. Don't back away, we're in this together. How chivalrous of you, Doctor. Here goes. Merciful chances, help! It burns so much, my eyes! Yeah, no, she's joking. Spirits, what's wrong? What's happening? I'm pulling your leg. Relax. See? I mean, this is Moacube. If something had happened, it would be a lot fucking bigger and dangerous than that. Gah, not funny. Not as in, you had me worried there. Just not funny. Stop sulking and help me decipher this. Fine, but no more jokes. What does it say? It's mostly gibberish. He seems lost in his fantasy world. Take a look at these wild hypotheses, these clues he's gathered. If he's the one who's gathered them... Look here, he mentions a guide, a mentor of some sort. Finally, I have someone who understands the significance of my work. I met with I. Again. Now I know what I should do. Here is a guide I can trust. Someone who understands the Kalar isn't just an object, but is also a test. I met with I. Was he referring to himself, or was someone feeding him ideas? It's written as if he's writing to himself, and I'd like to think that that is deliberately misleading, or a madness, and it's someone else. I think someone else. Hard to say. Here's another one. I was right about my guide. My suspicions were unfounded. Destiny is leading to my goal. A new path opens before me. I learned about a secret door. I passed it 100 times. I can't believe it. It's in plain sight, yet it remains hidden from the unworthy. And it's not all about Kalar. I know I've caused Slava great pain. She's trapped in this accursed city, and it's all because of me. She deserved none of it. But I'm so close. As soon as I find it, I will make it up to her. I will buy her freedom. The rest looks like information about magical rituals or just ordinary gibberish. None of it makes sense. Seems so. Let's focus on something more tangible. So he was aware of everything still. Like, he wasn't crazy enough to not be able to write things down or forget who his wife was or that he's sorry. I wonder if he's not as crazy as we think he is. It's another thought. It's so early on, you can't go guessing shit like that. I guess, why don't you let me mingle and collect gossip while you focus on the more technical side of things? Oh, that's right. You want the social glory and I do the backwork? Bastard. I think you'll agree that I'm the people person on our little team. No! I don't agree with that at all! You're the most suspicious motherfucker here! So basically you want me to shut up and spend my time locked in the workshop. That's not going to happen. Yeah, you fucking tell him. It was just a suggestion. No need to get so defensive. I'm not sure. What have you found so far then? A few things I'll tell you if you promise to share what you know. Of course, I truly want to find Lev, you know. Good. Now let's go through my notes and quickly. I need to pay Istvan a visit. It's simmering nicely. You off to see Istvan. Good luck, he's in a foul mood. I mean, maybe I was here to see you. Shouldn't you be stopping me right now? Not this time. I'm going home. If Istvan expects me to stay up all night to service him, then continue to do so the next day without sleep, he's even crazier than I thought. Tempting fate again. Not a fan of the tempting fate. Oh, you were with Istvan all night. I had no idea. I don't know the rules here yet. What? No! How could you No! Istvan was stargazing and ordered me to stay in case he needed anything. Oh, Istvan is an astronomer? That seems like a step in the right direction. Rulers need knowledge. It's not a step in the right direction, I assure you. You can't become wise overnight, and Istvan hasn't the patience for it. He believes in easy answers. Would make a shit politician. He spent the whole night attempting to learn. That should count for something. Sure it does. Dementia. He was muttering about a special night, star alignment, magic and mathematics. He kept me up because astrology told him something was about to happen. What? Don't know, don't care. If you want, you can go up and ask him yourself. You wouldn't be the first to come and go unsupervised. Please don't tell him I said that. Don't worry, I won't say a thing, but I can see this angers you. Trust me, you'll feel better after telling him off. Ancestors forbid, I could never do that. So you want to tell him off? If you've not seen the anger? We're full of bad suggestions towards Laura. I am surprised she hasn't kicked us out yet. Or maybe she's only telling us to go in because we've offended her. Shit.